Hey there, we're back.
We're back.
I don't know if better than ever. That normally goes together, but we are here today regardless on 3 different platforms. Shana, those platforms would be?
YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
Way to go. That's awesome. And we have some amazing topics for us today.
Yes, we do.
I'm super happy. We're going to kind of run back Monday. I have no earthly idea what happened on Monday. Is it fair to say that? Yeah, I don't know. Like, for a while, you could hear us, but then, like, you couldn't. And, like, we had topics, and we were all ready to do it. But things happen.
We need to get a stable place when we're in Montana for our TNT.
Oh, Shana wants to buy a place in Montana. Breaking news. Let's see what happens here, ladies and gentlemen. Regardless, it is beautiful there. And
don't y'all agree? We need a place.
Yeah. Chat in now if you think Shana needs to buy a place in Montana. Well, we have some options. Maybe we'll show you those when we go there. Thank you guys for joining us. Today's first topic is going to be a repeat of Monday, which is going to be Stacey's weekly update.
Finally.
We'll hit that right off the bat. Then we're going to go with Merch Store Monday is going to be topic number 2. Anna threw some stuff in here for us, so we'll go over that. Then we have insurance claims. So we'll talk about that. If we get some money as a seller, you actually have to fix this stuff. It's really weird. So we'll go over that problem that you could potentially have. Then agent weekly workshops are on Wednesday. A reminder today. We're going to go over why, how, and what, and kind of discuss that with you.
Yep, I'm seeing some of you decline the new meeting coming out.
Don't decline that.
Are you never going to come to the meeting? So
we want you to do that. We want it on your schedule, so we'll totally talk about that.
Yes.
And then we have a word of the day. Escrow account will be covered as well.
All right.
Shana,
ready to rock
what about
and
roll
roll.
call?
Oh, who's here? I'm looking.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking to see who's here, and I see Logan and Nilsa and Jean, Megan, Rachel. Good job, guys.
Chat in now if you know where the background is currently from. If you know it, then you can chat it in. Right? Like, why not? Tell us what's going on.
We're going next week.
Yeah, next week we'll be in. I have no earthly idea. Check it out.
If you are new and you're joining us, thank you for joining us. We're excited that you're here. Please chat your name in and let us know who you are. And if you're on Twitch, you guys are giving us that code of who you are, and we don't know who you are. So we don't want you to be just another number. We want you to be a real person, because you are a real person. Mm-hmm. So let us know.
Yeah, my name's Mike. I'm a
Shana.
real person. Sometimes I have problems because people call me Michael. Yeah, I know. All right, very good.
All right, ready?
Hit the bell. Hey, it's time for Stacey's weekly update.
Woohoo!
Stacey likes country music.
We love
and so does
Stacey.
her own car.
Hey, good morning, Acquisto Real Estate family and everyone who has joined us for TNT today. I hope everybody had a fabulous weekend. I know our family did. I wanted to talk about a couple things before I give our weekly update. So here we go. 1, on data input for listings. Guys, please fill out the information, and this includes the HOA information. I know that a lot of times most everything will be filled out and that's left blank, and then I have to either go look for it or I have to ask for it, and that takes extra time on something that should take 10 or 15 minutes for me to do, and that can end up taking 30 minutes trying to track extra stuff down like that. So I would appreciate you guys doing that. I do not always know if it's the same as a previous listing or a house down the street or a house the street over. So let's go ahead and just give the information up front, and that makes it much more efficient for everybody. So let me know if you have questions about that. The second thing I wanted to talk about is buyer final walkthroughs. I know we've touched on these a couple times in the past, but seriously, have your folks sign them prior to going to closing. And if they're not signed before closing, please have them sign at closing. It is very hard to get these signed after closing because buyers are very thrilled at being in their houses. They push it to the side because they're busy moving or painting or doing all these wonderful things to their new houses, and they don't consider it a priority. Well, I need it as a priority, guys, because I need it for our file and for our audits. So please, please, please have it done at closing. If you haven't had it done when you go to the closing table, either bring your iPad and have them sign on Notability, or print out a copy and take it with you. So that's one way to do it. So please, let's get that done. If you have any questions about that, please let me know. So for our wonderful update for the week, Monday, June 21st through Sunday, June 27th, we had 6 contracts turned in last week. 2 were Kim's, 1 was Katy's, 1 was Lisa's, 1 was Mike Shepard's, and 1 was Rachel's. Congratulations, you guys, on your hard work. And for closings, we had 6 last week. 1 was Heather's, 1 was Linda's, 2 were Rachel's, 1 was Jody's, and 1 was Kim's. You guys worked so hard and got these closed. I'm looking forward to this week being the end of the month, beginning of new month. So let's roll into July doing great things like we always do. Have a fabulous week, guys.
Stacey, that's an awesome
Great job.
update.
Great
Thank
job.
you very much.
I feel left out. Like everybody had a closing. Everybody had a closing last week. So let's kind of touch base on what she said there. So if you're not submitting those things properly to Stacey, you're stealing time from another agent, right? Honestly, you are, because now Stacey's having to do extra work here and somebody else could potentially be delayed. So we can't have none of that. So please get the proper information in, get everything into Stacey. Don't assume and make her go and dig for other information. You guys are responsible for getting her everything. It's not her job. You're the real estate agent. You're in control of the whole transaction here. So please give her all that information. The second thing is the buyer walkthrough. You should be getting that at the buyer walkthrough. Okay, sometimes the buyers aren't present, and we understand that. But before you go to closing, you need the buyer walkthrough. The whole purpose of it is because they're signing off saying, okay, I'm good, I'm going to closing, right? So you want that. It doesn't make any sense to get it in advance or get it after the fact. You need to get it in advance. I take my iPad and have them sign off on the iPad, just upload it into Notability, have them sign. You can send it right to Stacey or put it into the file. Super easy. So.
Yeah, that's weird. You know, everyone is quick to buy an iPad because it's super useful and you're like all these things and it's cool and I want to have it and all that.
Right.
And then you don't use it fully. So make sure that if you do have an iPad that you're totally utilizing it.
Utilize your investment, guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, and then
Okay.
I also like a few of the things that Stacey was doing. It's kind of like when we were talking with a young gentleman who was turning 6, right? And you
Yes.
can't do this anymore to explain how old you are. Once you go to a second hand, right? So you can say like I'm 5, I'm 4, whatever age that is as a person. But then as soon as you get past 5 and you hold up that extra finger, then you actually have to say you're 6 and you can't do this. So, but I'll go in reverse. I'm super happy to be on 2 hands
Yeah.
every week for closings.
Absolutely.
So I like 2 hand weeks.
See, there's pros and cons.
Yeah.
Yes. We got to spend a whole day with a 5-year-old. We took him
Yeah.
hiking in Montana. It was really great. We learned a lot, actually. A lot.
Very good.
Okay, ready?
Yes, I am.
Thank you, Stacey.
It's a merch store Monday, but it's Wednesday.
But it's okay.
Those things happen. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you. All right, so a couple of new items that are shown here are going to be, we have Friday items. So apparently that's a thing. So those are going to be here. So it's Friday, and those are a few of them that Anna put in here. I think there's a new logo t-shirt that's put in here. The whole idea behind this is we do have merch that you can absolutely purchase if you would like to, that we make zero profit on whatsoever. But it is a convenience for you. But if you want any one of these items with your information on it, then just simply drop a note to Anna and say like, oh, it'd be beautiful if I had this like this. So now as we start to scroll through here, there's a ton of different items that we have. Home cards, just like scroll through and let's see what we got here.
I like that new shirt with the logo.
I like the towel, actually. That's kind of cool.
Where's the towel?
Well, just a little bit lower down. We have a Jody towel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. Towel with the logo on
if
it.
you're going on the Montana retreat, you might want to get some of your merch to have to wear.
Oh, wow. Are we going to be there on a Monday and have a merch store Monday?
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll
Merch
see.
Store Monday. Wear your favorite swag.
Wear your swag.
All right. I'll make sure I get some. I'm probably getting the Shep hat. So.
Yep.
All right.
That would look good on you.
Yeah, it would. I don't have one of those. Let's see. If
My dad used to wear a hat like that, and he had it for like 100 years.
Well,
It
there
was
we
really
go.
cool.
Hit the
Yeah.
bell. Let's move on. Hey there. We're going to start doing agent meetings on Wednesday.
Yes.
You're kind of thinking to yourself, wow, we used to do them on Tuesdays, and we did them on Thursdays as well. So we had Tuesday, Thursday, now we're just, bam, right in the middle on Wednesday. And we kind of thought about it. What we had is we had too many people missing the ones on Tuesdays. The reason for that I was getting is because like, oh, I have a media day, right? And that was the most common thing.
We understand.
Then we have people on Thursday, and we had less than perfect attendance on Thursday as well because people were getting ready for the weekend. You're like, oh, I'm busy. I'm going to have showings tomorrow and on Saturday, and I have to do everything today. And like, oh, it was hectic. So then we went to Wednesday.
Yep.
So what we did is we had too few people that would show up for meetings on Tuesday at specific times and Thursdays at specific times. So we combined it all. One agent workshop on Wednesdays.
Only Wednesdays. We have
Only
our
Wednesdays. That's
one-on-one
it.
meetings after it. It's just the same as a Tuesday and Thursday, except it's one day like Mike said. So if you need to have a one-on-one and have, that one-on-one time with us, then you need to schedule it in advance and put it on our calendar and say, hey, I need 10 minutes here, right?
Yep.
So,
And that's going to be on Wednesday, directly following this meeting. So Wednesday is going to be at 10 a.m.
Yep.
each Wednesday. So make sure that you have that on your schedule. We did send it over. So if you previously declined it, maybe go back and accept it.
yes,
So you have it on your
this isn't just
schedule to
today.
repeat.
This isn't just this
No,
week.
it's not. It's
This
like
is
forever.
forever.
It should be.
Yeah.
We tried we tried it the other way, I think for roughly half a year. We had 25 meetings that way.
Right.
And so it was basically half a year. And we saw attendance wasn't exactly where we needed it to be. And we were just investing a lot of time having separate meetings and not great attendance. So what we hope is by combining it, we have better attendance.
Yeah, we want to.
Everybody gets to see each other more, right? Because we don't have a meeting for a workshop for just one person. We want to have the best.
Sure.
that we
And I
possibly
think the
can.
more that, I've learned in these meetings, the more people we have on, the better, discussions that you do have.
Yeah.
So if you have noticed that one of your fellow real estate family members is not on the meeting, why don't you reach out to them and say, hey, the meetings are now on Wednesdays, and just help each other out and work on that attendance, because it is nice to hear what everyone's going through and real life stories and experiences. So
Yeah, I'm excited to have that. So that's why we're doing it. This week, we have Megan and Stacey at 10 a.m. today are going to be going over the listing process and reviewing that.
oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
so super
exciting.
timely info.
Yeah.
They'll be helping us out. Logan was with us over the weekend in Montana, and he had a bunch of Matterports that he did there, and then he came home and he's like, wow, I have 3 media days on
Yeah, we
Monday
wanted
and
to
like
keep
3
him
on
a little
Tuesday
longer, and he's like,
2 or 3 on Wednesday.
can't.
And yeah, so Logan's been super, super busy, so please help him out with that. I did have Omkar. He's like, whoa, sir, I've been getting a lot of these videos over like crazy, right? So I think we have 8 of them this week at least that I know of.
Nuts.
So congratulations on getting so many listings. That is amazing. We're happy to do that. And if you guys need anything else, if you see any signs you need or any riders that you're missing or whatever that happens to be, just reach out directly to me and tell me like, hey, we would need these new supplies.
And let's be thinking about those in advance.
Yes, way in advance.
Because they
not
do
like
take
right
some
this second.
time. The whole world, it seems like, is in a shortage of labor workers, so things are always delayed. So plan for that.
Yes, they are. So the whole idea behind this agent meeting moving to Wednesday is hopefully to get more interaction, right? So
Yeah.
that we have a specific time that we believe works better for everybody.
And you guys can see each other.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's cool.
So Wednesdays became like kind of a meeting day for us now. Okay. So hopefully that
Super.
works out a little bit better with your schedule. And we want to have less meetings and more
Yes,
execution.
so try to plan ahead. So try to work around some of these things. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But knowing that this is when I have, my office meetings, it's once a week. I think there's a good chance that you could work around it.
So going forward, maybe Megan trying not to schedule media days directly at the same times if we can possibly help it. It's just Wednesday at 10, so we should be able to just not have media days Wednesday morning.
Right.
And that should be totally fine.
Okay.
There we go. I feel good about that.
All right.
Awesome.
Close it out.
Yeah. Today's real estate word of the day is escrow account. We're going to define it, use it in a sentence, and then quickly discuss it.
All right.
That's Shana Acquisto. She's a luxury real estate broker. She's present. She's going to read that for us. Go ahead, Shana.
Escrow account. Once you close your purchase transaction, you may have an escrow account or an impound account with your lender. This means the amount you pay each month includes an amount above what would be required if you were only paying your principal and interest. The extra money is held in your impound account, escrow account, for the payment of items like property taxes, homeowner's insurance, when they come due. I think that's basically what that is.
There you go.
The lender pays them with your money instead of you paying them. So it's kind of like when you're a little kid and you have your little savings account, and then, you know, you have a savings account, but you have to go to your parents and say, hey, this needs to be paid, but I trust that you're going to hold, you're going to hold the money for me.
Okay.
So.
And it makes it easier. So normally your taxes, if your taxes are, say, $12,000 a month or $12,000 a year, you would pay $1,000 a month for your taxes, prorate like 1/12 each time. And then at the end of the year, the lender would actually go ahead and make that one large payment of $12,000 for you, and you would be done.
Yeah.
So, you know, and so to use that word in a sentence, it would be, I kind of think it's a good idea for everybody to have an escrow account.
Yeah.
With their mortgage.
I agree.
Because it keeps people on track and makes it a touch easier. There's no like interest with it. There's no reason kind of not to have it.
It's tough when you, at the end of the year, or the beginning of the year, that you have to come up with all of your taxes up front. And, you know, I think a lot of lenders are requiring it now based on what happened in 08 and 09.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Even, like, honestly, if you had, even when your mortgage is paid off, like, I think it's a good service to kind of do rather than worrying about doing it yourself.
Yeah.
Anyways.
A bonus round for escrow account is how much is required to put in your escrow account at closing, and that depends. So that is something that's not standard and would be something to discuss with the lender, because sometimes they want 3 months, sometimes it's 6 months. There's, you know, variables there.
Yep. There you go. And sometimes you have an escrow shortage. Again, another word. We'll cover that one soon.
All right.
Shana, we're done.
We're done.
Well, that's a wrap for us today. We covered only Stacey's weekly update, and she had some really good stuff in there. So thank you, Stacey. Merch Store Monday, we got to, and then Agent Weekly workshops that are on Wednesday. They're designed to be workshops to get things done. So the best way you could possibly attend these would be to be in front of your PC, your workstation, and have everything ready.
And bring your ears.
Yeah, and participate.
And your brain, you should
important.
be paying attention.
It really is.
Yeah.
So Stacey will be there. So let's be taking notes. Let's be doing things. Let's be participating. Let's be working through the workshops. And if there's something that's not perfect on today, then what we want to do is always continue to get better.
You know, it's kind of like a jab in the gut when you get a phone call or someone asks you something that you've covered multiple times on TNT or had a whole workshop discussion on it. So, you know, when everyone's taken the time to share and give you all of this information and create these opportunities, you should take them.
Yeah, that is one of the first places you should be looking if you have a question. We've covered it. We document it. We have Anna on there taking notes. We put it together. We put all the links there, people, right? So
like Google.
Check TNT first. Most likely it's been covered there with all the details and the links and everything. And then if not, we've had an agent workshop on it.
Right.
We've done 25 of them now. Right?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Come on now. All right. See you tomorrow.
All right, agent workshops, one picture, Shana.
All right.
I like you holding up your fist.
Now,
Perfect. Thanks. Took like 6 pictures there.
Should be enough.
What do we got next?
word of the day, escrow account.
Escrow account. I got some cash for you,
Man,
Shana.
cash is in all of our.
Cash is in all of them. Do you want to keep all the cash?
Yeah.
You get to keep it all? Okay, here. Oh, there's a couple of 20s in there. That's
I'm gonna
good.
hold it, and then you ask for. You're asking for it.
Okay, ready?
Now,
Okay, got it. And
You see it?
no, you can't see it how you had
Okay.
it. So
1 second.
push it out there again. There we go.
Now,
Thank you.
Thank you.
already good 30 months.
Okay. Ooh, how much you think I got on the car? What do we got?
Who do you think has more?
We should do something in lines of that. How much cash you have.
We used to do that.
Talking more.
We used to play that game with Mike's grandfather, and it was so fun.
Maybe we should bring it back once again.
Yeah, well, my grandfather used to have crazy numbers, right? So we